Hello, my friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to episode 175 of Why Did I Buy This? This series started as a way to help crafters find unique ways to use the products that they have in their collections, but it's also a great series for new crafters and those of you who want to know what products are going to coordinate what you have. My name is Lindsay. I am the team leader of Cloud9 Stampers, and I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator over 21 years. I love to craft, and I love to get to share my ideas with you. As you tune in, please say hi. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And of course, you can let us know if you're watching the replay as well. Hello, Sharon. Happy Friday. Today, we're getting to play with some really exciting new products from our new annual catalog. So if you haven't seen, we do have a new book, the big book. I love the glossy embossed images on the front. And you'll notice that our catalog has a new look to it. We don't have any crafting on the front, and what is featured here is the people. Now, I have asked many of you what you love the most about crafting and about Stampin' Up, and almost 100% of the people who I've asked that question to have said it's the community, the people, the friends that they've made. And I myself had made some of my dearest friends all around the world through Stampin' Up. So I love that on the cover it shows people gathering together to make crafts. I always say that I don't think adults get enough playtime, and crafting is one of those things that makes me feel like I'm getting to play. So to get to share that with my friends, have a play date with our craft supplies, it's really fun. So it's really cool to see this featured here. Hello, Elaine from Saskatchewan. Good to see you. So I've been busy in my studio. Right now I have got my paper share all prepped and ready to go. I actually have just one paper share left. So if you are unsure about what I'm talking about, a paper share is exciting when a new catalog comes out because you get to have all of the new designer series paper out of the catalog. So there are 12 different pattern designer series paper here, and what I've done is put together coordinating pre-cut card bases that coordinate with each of the colors of the stack. So if I were to pull one out here, for example, here you can see is the Full of Life 6x6 designer series paper. So you get one of each of the sheets, plus you get the pre-cut card bases to go with it. So if you've been feeling like you've been collecting paper and you don't really know what to do with it and you have a lot sitting there, this is a really nice solution for that because you've got card bases ready to go. All you need to do is cut your designer series paper to fit, and you have 91 cards you can make from this collection. Now the other thing you can do is you can add to it my top 10 embellishment kit. So they're half sheets of the embellishments. You can see there's a stack of them in here. And I do include all of the names and item codes and colors with that too. So if you want that one left, you're going to want to make sure that you reach out to me. I'll put the link in the bottom. And again, until your payment is received, I cannot guarantee that you will have it because we only have the one left. So, but very exciting. The other thing I'm doing is I'm getting ready for my Why Did I Buy This Maker Club. So I have piles right now to be able to assemble and put into the mail for my Maker Club. So this is a collaboration effort between my pal Meg Loven of Loven Stamps and myself. And every month we send a curated product collection to our makers. And then we offer a special VIP group with specific and exclusive product ideas to the maker kits. It's a really fun way to be able to use the supplies in your collection, but also be able to be inspired with new product as well. So we are accepting registrations for June now, so I will be including the link here in the comments of this video if you'd like to sign up and give it a try. It's on a month-to-month basis, so you can definitely give it a try for 1 month and see how it goes for you. It's a really fun club. There are perks for being in 6 consecutive months, so you'll want to stick around once you join, but you can just give it a try for 1 month. It's just $35 Canadian. There are no extra charges in that. The shipping and tax is included in that price, and so it's a really affordable way to be inspired and use your craft supplies up. Okay, so I am going to get started. Thank you again for saying hello. I appreciate it. It's always nice to know I'm not talking to myself. as well as I really appreciate those of you who order from my online store. It's one of the ways that I can offer free videos like this by having orders that help to pay for the supplies and the time for these sorts of things. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna do the awkward transition now so you can see my hands and we will get started. Yes, Elaine is in the Maker Club and I'm so excited for you to get your June kit. It is really gonna be fun. Okay, I'm just gonna clip you guys in, make sure we're zoomed in a little. Excellent. Okay, so today we're talking about in colors. So of course we have a new catalog, and with that new catalog comes a set of in colors. If you're new to this, what you'll need to know about in colors is they last for 2 years. So there's a 2024 to 2026 collection. That's our new one. And we have a carryover collection, which is the 2023 to 2025. You guys know I love Pebbled Path. I've used it a ton, but now I want to share with you these bright, it's kind of a combo between bright and subtles, our new in color collection. And you can see it comes in a multitude of products. We have not only cardstock, ink pads, ink refills, and blends in our individual colors, but you can get assorted cardstock, 12 by 12 paper, 6 by 6 designer series paper, marker assortments, and you can buy the ink pad in bundles. Okay, so here you can see we've got our 8.5 by 11, and you can see Pretty in Pink. I've used it so much, I only have 1/2 sheet left for now. Guess what's on my next order? But you can see we've got, like, do you see what I mean when I say it's kind of a combination between subtles and brights? Because it's got that bright feel, but also a little bit subtle at the same time. So those are the cardstock colors. Plus we have our Stampin' Right markers. So they come in a box like this. Our markers are double tipped. So what that means is you have, let me just pull these guys out. You have a brush end with the wide tip, and with the skinny tip, you've got a pen end. So this is what it looks like. Brush end and pen end. And this is our new design. They came out with a new design for our markers last year, and I really love the new design. Then we have our ink pads. So you can see we've got our 5 colors. You can buy them individually or you can buy them in a set. And then finally, we have our designer series paper. I've really dipped into mine. You can see I've been loving these colors. So I've had a lot of fun playing with this already. Now, if you are also in love with these collections, one of the things you might want to consider is we have a starter kit special. So our starter kit special for the month of May, so just until the end of the month, is you get to choose $165 worth of product, plus you get each one of those in color products I just shared, and you only pay $135. There's no shipping or GST charged on our starter kit. So here's the thing, I did the math. So if you were to buy the ink pads, those are $55 for the 5 of them. If you bought our assorted 8.5 by 11, that is $15.75. Our DSP is $17 and our markers are $25. So altogether, you have a total of $112.75 plus shipping and GST. So you pay $132 for those. But for the month of May, they are free when you buy our starter kit. Now, the other thing is you get to pick $165 of product of your choice. Super helpful when you have a new catalog and a big wish list, but you're only paying $135 total. So you're getting $324 worth of product, and you are only paying $135. So there is no strings attached to this. It's a great deal. Of course, as a demonstrator, you get a 20% ongoing discount as long as you are a demonstrator. And you also get to be part of my Cloud9 Stampers team, which includes a free class every month that we call Tips and Techniques. If you have more questions about the starter kit deal, be sure to reach out to me. It is a win-win-win. So on the theme of in colors, I thought it would be a good idea to show you why I love these colors so much. So the first thing I'm going to do is start with one of our new colors, and that is Petunia Pop. So here you can see I've got cardstock and the designer series paper cut into my card ready to go. We're also going to be using coordinating ribbon on this. Look at how beautiful that is. So this one is called bordered ribbon because you can see it's got the stitches on the border. So here we go. My pal Meg had a card that she showed that showcased both sides of the designer series paper, and I thought that was such a good idea. I actually didn't see the whole project, so I'm not sure if it's exactly the same, but it gave me the idea to do something similar. So this is just our DSP that has been cut to 5 1/4, so our card base sides, and then I've scored it at 2 inches, and we're just going to fold that in like so. Now this is going to stick inside. This is just a 3 3/4 by 5 inch piece of basic white. So we're going to stick that just like that. And before we glue this onto our little base there, I'm going to bring in that ribbon. So we'll take our ribbon, and we want to make sure we have enough so we don't make ourselves crazy tying a bow. I hate working with short ribbon. It's definitely one of life's pet peeves. Okay, so we're going to cut that on an angle, and then we're going to tie ourselves a little bow. So just like that. I'm going to use my finger to keep it tight and tie it into a pretty little bow, just like so. Oh, I've got it crooked. There we go. Okay, so then you can trim it so it's the length you want. Oh, my scissors are a little gummy. Okay, and one over here. What are you guys doing for the long weekend? We have a bit of a long weekendy kind of weather going on here. I don't know what it's like for others in the world, but we always have quite cold weather on the May long weekend, or it's usual that we do. But because we've been having wildfires already, I'm actually quite happy to see the rain. So please continue to rain. That is great. Okay, I'm bringing in a stamp set called Pocket Thoughts. Here we've got a 2-step stamp cupcake. So we're going to ink up the cupcake in full strength and just stamp that along the bottom, just like that. And then we have the frosting. And so I'm going to ink that up and stamp it off. And now line it up. And now you have that beautiful 2-tone frosting. Next, I'm going to bring in a little greeting from the Say Something ephemera pack. I showcased this in last week's video as well. I'm really loving these. It's just so handy to have all of these greetings at your fingertips. So you could do, like the Love You Forever is the same color. Let's see if there's anything else that could work here. Ooh, thanks friend, that could. Hello, we could bring in the pink. What do you guys think? You're the icing on the cake. Ooh, that's in Pool Party. Hello. Thanks for always being a friend. You're awesome. The green looks nice too. What do you guys think? Tell me what you want. All the best would be nice. Party time. That's in one of our new in colors. Or I could just go straight happy birthday. Should I pull that one out? Should we go with that one? Happy birthday? There's a lag on FaceTime, so you guys probably are yelling at me right now and I can't see it. Okay, so we're going to do happy birthday because it's nice and simple. So I'm just going to take my double-sided tape and put it on one side, and then we'll stick it along the bottom like that. Okay, if I skip ahead and show you the finished one, so this one here, I actually stamped happy birthday and then added this little greeting to the bottom, and then added one of our little iridescent gems so that we could just add a bit of bling to it. Oh, thanks, Elaine. Okay, Elaine says the happy birthday looks nice. Perfect. Okay, we're going to move on to the next project. So this time I'm going to bring in another sheet of our basic white, and the basic white this time is cut 3 3/4 by 5. And I am going to use this beautiful peach pie. So I want to do a little bit of watercoloring, and one of the things you can do to create a palette for watercoloring, especially if you don't have an ink refill, is to use one of your clear blocks and just stamp it into the ink pad. Now my water brush, I'm going to use the wide tip, and so you can just squeeze the water from the water brush onto the block. and that creates a little bit of a paint. So I'm now going to swoosh it over the centerpiece. This is just regular basic white. You could use watercolor paper. I am being thrifty. So just like so. Okay, and then I'm going to make a little puddle again, and we're going to do a little splatter technique. So just tapping it onto the background, and it gives you that little bit of the polka dot look. So I will set this aside, and I'm going to use my heat tool so I can dry it really quickly. So with your basic white cardstock, it does have a slight tolerance for the water, but not a huge tolerance. If you were going to do lots of layers of colors, you're probably going to want to switch to watercolor paper. But this, we're just being really simple with it and just putting a few little brush strokes on it. So it works nicely for that. So the stamp set that I'm going to use for this one is new to this catalog. And it's a really great all-around stamp set. I love that it is not only filled with line-drawn, all occasions images, but it's got these sort of build your own greetings on the top. So I am going to bring in this cute little bumblebee, and we're going to use our black ink. And I'm going to stamp the bumblebee here, like that. And then I have two different greetings that I've added. So this one says happy. So we're going to stamp happy at the top. And this one says B-Day. So we're going to stamp that there. So happy B-Day. I love this because my husband's name is Bruce, and so I often call him B. So this would be a very appropriate card to give to him because, you know, it's got the pun built right in. Now I've made a little palette with my white pigment craft ink refill, and I'm going to use my my blender pen. Do you guys remember these? Blender pens come in a pack of 3. They're double tipped, and so they're great because they're clear until you pick up any kind of pigment. So the pigment is going to be this white craft ink, and I'm going to use that to have the control of a marker and be able to watercolor in the white little wings. I just love how it gives that gossamer look to the wings. So this is going to dry and make for a really cute bee. Then you can just, on a piece of scrap paper, color until the white comes off of the marker tip. Now I'm going to do, we did some splatter in the background with our paintbrush, but I'm also going to do some controlled splatter with a blend. So with this, you're just going to use the pen end, and just straight up and down, you can add little tiny dots. And it's kind of nice because you can control where those dots go. And when I skip ahead to the end and show you the finished card with the embellishments, you can see how it looks when we have laid it onto its card base and added some of those embellishments. And here you can see what it looks like when it's dry. It's subtle, but it's cute, right? So that's a really fun stamp set. Choose happy. I definitely put it on your wish list. Okay, we're going to move ahead now to the PYP card. So this card again uses our in colors. It's a very, very beautiful card. Once again, we're starting with that basic white card base, and that's just cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm bringing in a stamp set that is called Layers of Beauty. Now the Layers of Beauty bundle comes with a die set that coordinates with the images that you'll see here. Not only does it cut out the stamps, but it has some kind of build your own tools in it. And then there's also some decorative masks. Look, I've already got a fingerprint on that. And we're going to be doing some 2 and 3 step masking. So I'm going to start with gray granite. I'm not going to stamp the flowers in black. I wanted a more soft feel. And this is where you can really see more of the subtles part of these in colors come together. More pastels. So I'm going to just stamp this here. and then we have that really pretty light gray background. So I'll bring in our first mask, and that is going to be this one. So these masks have notches in the corner, and it'll help you to be able to line up the image with the masks so that you can not be fighting with it every time. So what I like to do is look at the image and find the things that match. So we have 2 central flowers and 1 at the bottom, 2 central flowers and 1 at the bottom. So if we start with the one at the bottom and we just keep moving our mask until we find the lineup, you can see the ones at the top match. Here's the ones in the center, and here is the one at the bottom. So I'm going to use a piece of washi tape, and I'm going to layer that over my work surface to try to hold it in place. So using that same philosophy of the block as our palette, I'm going to pick up some of Pretty in Pink. How many of you are so happy that one's back? Yeah, me too. Okay, so we're gonna ink that up, and then I'm going to bring in a blending brush, and we're going to pick up that ink and then start on our mask and then pull from the mask onto the image. I want you to start light with this. So start light, and then we're going to build it up, because we're actually going to be pulling in another couple of masks to sort of build the texture onto this image. So you don't want to go too dark out of the gate, because if you go too dark, it's going to be difficult to get that layering effect. It's just more dramatic if you start light. Okay, so we've got our first layer. And then to clean them, you can just run them right under the sink. So here we've got number 1. Already that looks so pretty. Okay, next we're going to bring in the second one. So again, here's my notch on the left-hand side, 2 and 1. So we're going to go ahead and line up like so, using the top and the bottom flowers to find the right place, like that. And we're going to layer that on. Okay, so next layer, same Pretty in Pink. We're going to start building onto that image. And it's going to look very beautiful. Like so. Okay. So once we remove that, you can see, whew, we're getting some beautiful layers happening. So then the third one, again, here's my notch on the left-hand side, 2 and 1. So we're going to line up using our flowers as a guide. And here you can see those are the centers of the flowers. So that's going to help you to find their place. Okay, so like that, and like that. Lovely. Okay. So once again, I'm going to bring in that washi tape. And now we can finish off our final Pretty in Pink layer. Beautiful. I am such a fan of these coordinating masks to the stamp set and the dies. I just think it's so much fun. Look at how lovely that looks. So there's our pink. Okay, now we're going to bring in the leaves. So for the leaves, I have 2 to pull from. So once again, we want the notch to be on the left-hand side, and we're looking for 3 leaves there. So those leaves are going to go like so. And then we're going to line up the bottom leaves and the top leaves. Like that. It's like a puzzle. Okay, and now we'll use our washi tape just to kind of help us hold it in place. And here I'm going to bring in the Shy Shamrock. So with our block, we're going to create a palette, and then we're going to pull from that and tap it off, and then we're going to start light and build it. So with the leaves, you only have 2 masks, so you don't have to be as light as the first round with the pink, with the flowers, but it does help if you can kind of build onto your second one. Okay. So there we've got, oh, so pretty. And finally, here's our more detailed leaves. So again, notch on the left-hand side. We're going to look for the 3. That was pretty fast. The more you do it, the better you get. Okay, and we'll once again stick that down. Okay. Start off and then pull to create that beautiful layering effect. And you'll see I'm just pulling the ink from where I've tapped it off onto the mask. It's going to make your ink go a little bit further and just help you to have more control over where you layer the ink in the mask. Okay, when we pull that off, this is what you get. I mean, is that not so gorgeous? I really love it. So let me skip to the end. I've just added a simple greeting from that same stamp set and added a little coordinating embellishment and layered it with the coordinating gray granite and pretty in pink. You can see I've gone through a lot of pretty in pink. So one more time, here we've got our PYP card, here we have our B card, and here we have our Designer Series paper card. And if you're thinking to yourself, Lindsay, why don't I have these products? Head to my online store and you can shop away. Remember, the Demonstrator Starter Kit is on special until the end of May, and you are getting over $320 of product for just $135. No shipping or tax is charged. So it's a really great value for you to be able to go ahead with this. I will be putting the link to my join page in the comments here so that if you would like to take advantage of this offer, you can go ahead and do that. My team is a very fun group of people who love crafting as a hobby, as well as those who like to teach classes. So whatever reason you buy the starter kit for, it is the right reason. My friends, have an amazing long weekend. I hope you get some time to craft. Here in Alberta, it's going to be rainy, so it's a great time to craft. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye for now.